Good morning, my loves. Welcome to Saturday yoga practice. Just another week of movement and enjoyment. My name is Elena and I welcome you to my channel, Fit Journey Life, as we're exploring Root to Rise as our theme. And today I invite you to root into existence and just let go of control and just invite the natural flow of life as it comes. And as we invite it, just inviting the present, inviting the moment. So as we do that, I welcome you to get set up, getting into comfortable clothing, getting your props, anything that you need today, and join me on the mat. All right, so let's come up to our seated position and bring our feet together. Maybe giving our feet or the tops of our feet a few rubs. And as the soles of the feet come together, just feel that support pressing a little bit more into them, into letting them press into each other. And as you do that, maybe inch your way forward a little bit, kind of moving side to side, to give yourself an opportunity to find length in your spine. Holding on to the tops of your feet here for support, I welcome you to lower your gaze or close your eyes. And take a moment here to invite intention into your practice. It could be connected to the existence and rooting into existence. Perhaps inviting opportunity to be present during the session today. It could also be anything that speaks to your mind right now. Send your intention into your heart as you are repeating it to yourself silently a few times. Go ahead and bring your knees together, setting the knees on one side here with a little twist kind of towards your knees. So maybe if we're twisting this way, so go ahead and direct your heart in the direction of your knees. And as you we're going to take 3 inhales here through the nose, segmented inhales. And then we'll take a full exhale. And as we do that full exhale, we're actually going to exhale. And as we do that, we will begin to fold forward here. So we'll do this 3 times on one side and 3 on the other. So go ahead, and as you inhale into your belly, let it fill up, let it expand. Then take a little bit more of the inhale, send the air in. Feel the rib cage expanding. And a little bit more. Last one, all the way. Let your collarbones lift up. And then exhaling, either through the mouth or through the nose here. Begin to fold. You can press into your palms or the fingertips here on the floor as you begin to inhale. Feel the belly, inhale. Feel the rib cage, inhale. Feel the collarbones. And exhale, fold. And again, inhale, inhale, and just remember that these inhales are segmented. We're breathing in only 1/3 of the way, then we're extending into 2/3, and then complete our inhale. So let's switch to the other side and continue. Pressing into the palms, feel that inhale deep into the belly, rib cage, collarbones. Exhale, fold. Nice detoxing exhale here. Fingertips are supporting you. Inhale. 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 Exhale. And again, inhale. Rolling onto your knees here. So the knees are in the front and feet are in the back. Extend the arms in front of you and let yourself settle into stillness for a moment. Either resting your forehead on the mat or on the block. You may roll the forehead gently side to side if you'd like. As you press into the palms, and just maybe bringing the palms to you. As you bring the palms to your knees, press into them. Inhale, come up. You can come up to this pose, which is called Vajrasana, or you can also extend, just come into a comfy seat with your ankles crossed. You can be sitting in a chair for this, and so just go ahead and begin to lengthen through your arms, reaching the arms upward and creating a steeple, interlacing the fingertips with your pointer fingers pointing upward. Since they're pointers, they're going to point. We're going to take 5 circles. Choose your direction if you want to go clockwise or counterclockwise here. And observe the sensation in your spine. Whenever you're ready, let's take it in the other direction. 5 more circles. And they don't have to necessarily be big circles. Just work with your body. Pay attention to your spine. Sense each inhale and exhale during this movement. And exhale, release the arms down. Taking your left arm to your shoulder, the fingers to your shoulder, begin to take strokes, 1 to the back, 2, and 3. And then lift your elbow up, wrapping the right palm over your elbow, gently tug it towards your head, squeezing those shoulder blades there. Visualize that maybe you are pinching a pencil between the shoulder blades. And then release the arm, and then inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, taking your elbow to the opposite knee, just in front of your knee. Inhale, come back. Switching the sides, fingertips to the shoulder, 3 back strokes. 1, 2, 3. Pulling your elbows gently towards your head, but not just towards the head. Try to open up through your heart and draw the elbows slightly to the back and then towards you. Remember to breathe. Take another inhale here, let the arm down. Exhale, elbow to the opposite knee, just in front here. Inhale, come back. Coming to a tabletop. Just sliding movement here, sliding with your palms as you inhale, coming to a supported plank. You can tuck your toes under here to work on your arches, the arches of your feet. Exhale, hips towards the heels, lengthen through the arms. Inhale, come up to supported plank. Exhale, hips towards the heels. Again, keeping your toes, not your fingers, but the toes curled. Again, inhale into supported plank. So in Ukrainian, there's the word that means fingers is the same for your toes. And then, okay, exhale, back, fold into stillness. Folding into this present moment, into existence. And just take a moment here to lengthen and settle. And if that feels good, maybe swish your hips side to side, just a little bit, kind of rocking here, side to side. You notice how that appears for you. Maybe we're bending the elbows just a little bit here, and just rocking a little bit more. And as we're lifting our hips up, let our elbows drop towards the mat, keeping the hips lifted, and aligning the elbows so they're not coming out, they're not coming in, but they're just aligned with our wrists, but also with the shoulders. And as you do this, we may slide the forearms forward a little bit, just keeping the elbows on the mat, and just taking the moment here to settle into this puppy pose. Inhale, bring the palms towards you. Step your right foot to the front, and we're going to inhale, arrive into runner's lunge, and then exhale, draw the hips to the back, lengthening through the front leg. This became kind of my favorite exercise when I learned that we can slide forward, because it was quite uncomfortable not to slide and just like really feel the strain. But if we can slide forward, even grab a block here to lengthen, this feels really good in the body and just invites that kind of progressive stretch. Begin to slide the heel towards you. Inhale, frame your foot with the palms, come into runner's lunge. And you can play here by keeping the left foot, the toes curled or pointed. And again, exhale here. Draw the hips to the back, extending the right leg in front, sliding the heel forward a little. Grabbing the block, stack of books, anything that could give you that rise here. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale to the back. And as we do that, we may also feel the need, again, dependent on how the body's composition, but we may still, some of us may feel like we need to like really curl and bend. So let's maintain that length in the spine. Think about, even though you're extending the leg, maybe think about pulling the hip to the back a little bit, your right hip. And as you do that, you're not really pulling your heel to the back, but as we're just pulling the hip to the back, we may feel a little bit more lengthening in the back of our extended leg. So just keep it this way. Let the body soften. Let your inhales come in, full inhales into the body. And soft, full exhale out. And as we softly exhale, see if you can soften or let your tissues soften here as well. Begin to slide the begin to slide your foot towards you. Let's go into our down dog, but just know that you can keep your knees bent if you'd like. So bringing the palms in front of you, supporting, curling the toes under for support, and then pressing into the backs of the toes, lift your hips up. Now this may feel really good, so keeping the knees bent is a perfect option for you to be in here. And we can just begin to bend one at a time if that works for you, or just staying with both knees bent and taking a few breaths in and out. And we can explore how the body softens. If the body is calling for a little more lengthening, we can begin to extend our knees, but work with your body, trust your body. Again, like we talked about in the beginning, instead of controlling how we want everything to be, just let it naturally unfold, accept what comes. Be present in the moment and in this existence, just being curious and enjoying those moments here. Sometimes when we put these expectations for ourselves, they limit our potential. They will create limitations for the practice, create the limitations for our life. So living without expectations and just rooting into existence and being present, being curious, can help us really embrace and really open our mind to embracing the present, every present moment. And so go ahead here, and you can either step your left foot to the front, or you can shift the weight to your right foot, the ball mount of the right foot, and lift left leg back, and then step it to the front. And just like we did on the other side, drop the knee down, inhale into runner's lunge. And then exhale, hips to the back. Gently pull your left hip to the back. And remember to breathe. This practice is all about breathing. Just a few more times. Again, inhale into runner's lunge. And if you'd like, again, you can point your toes to the back. And then exhale, lengthen through your left leg. And again, this became my favorite because now it just feels good in the body to lengthen the spine, lengthen the leg, create a space by sliding the heel forward. It feels natural. And that's what we want to do, invite the natural experience in our body too, right? Rather than placing certain expectations for it. Because we want to to be loving to ourselves. Let's do it one more time. Inhale into runner's lunge. And then exhale, lengthen through the left leg. And as you're sliding that heel also, you can think about the toes. As we're taking the left hip to the back, you can kind of visualize sometimes pulling the heel to the back too, but again, we're not really moving it, just really stabilizing it. Also, think about your toes and how we're just really trying to draw them towards the shin. You may feel a little bit more lengthening in the back of your leg. And slowly slide your foot in. From here, if you're using the blanket, set it aside. We're going to come to a standing position. Go ahead and step your feet wide with your toes pointing out, but squeeze your glutes here, give yourself support as you press into your feet, and just because it's fun. So from here, go ahead and bring your arms up. And then gently, as we keep the arms upward, can you twist the hip joint of your right foot out a little bit out, just like this. And then reaching your right arm forward, or if you would be reaching to the wall, in the direction of your right foot. And then slowly release it down. Again, if you need, you can keep a wider stance here. And I know we had the toes out. This is the time to bring your left toes towards depends how you're practicing, but towards one side of the mat. So they're not pointing to the corner of the mat. And just take a moment here to lengthen. Again, create as much space between your feet as you need. And then begin to bend your right knee. Knee is not going in or out, is in the direction of your toes, just in the middle, in between. If you would be pointing an arrow, it would land somewhere between your toes here, between your middle toe. So just let's lengthen a little bit more. We can keep the palm on the lap here. We can go a little bit further by setting the forearm on the lap, just extending the arm above. Now think about this line here from your left heel to the left fingertips. If that's available, press into your left foot. All right, one more breath here. Inhale, come back to center. Now let's come back to our toes pointing out again to the corners of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then exhale, send your hips to the back, reaching forward, reaching the arms forward. And just like that. And take a moment here again, supporting ourselves through our feet. We're just lengthening the spines as we send the hips to the back. Reaching the arms forward. Inhale, come back. Sweep the arms up, step your feet wide. Again, with the toes, starting with the toes pointing forward, and then we're taking this left hip joint, just taking and swaying our foot out. Finding that alignment, naturally bringing your right toes towards facing the side of the mat. And then reaching, as if you would be reaching to the opposite wall, just over your extended leg. And just lengthen that way. We want to first find the length in the spine, and then exhale, release. The arm down, reach your left arm up. I apologize, your right arm up here. And then begin to bend your left knee. And from here, as we do that, can we extend your right arm over a little bit to create a line from the heel to the fingertips, letting the palm rest on the lap or forearm rest on the lap. Sometimes one can be just more comfortable than the other, especially for the body type. My arms are really long, so this feels really good. But it may also here involve more core work as well. So again, everybody's different. Inhale and come back to center. Point your toes out again. And we're going to send the hips to the back just one more time here. Let's reach our arms up and then begin to send the hips to the back and extend the arms to the front. Again, we can keep the toes out, or bring them in if it's too much strain for the muscles and the tissues in the back of your feet or the back of your legs. Inhale, slowly come up. Now we're going here to step our feet just hip width apart. We're going to bend our knees and come up to a chair pose. So let's do this in a way kind of that inspires growth. So go ahead and fold forward all the way. Let your head hang here just for the moment. Enjoy the feeling of your head being just weightless, not really supported. Just notice how good it feels to release the stress, tension from the muscles in your neck. And then inhaling slowly, brush your palms alongside your legs here is your inhale. Now what you're going to do, you're going to spread your toes wide, really wide from each other, and then connect, really press into the backs of your big toes and maybe even inner arches of your feet to keep that support. Begin to bend your knees a little bit more, hinge in your hips. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Now think about your upper torso. Do we have lower torso? Okay, so think about your torso aligning with your shins, as just keeping it parallel to your shins. And let's take a few breaths in and out here. Fill up the belly, let it expand. Exhale, draw the belly button to your spine and upward to your lower ribs. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Really strengthening the body today. Now from here, begin to bring your palms on your lap. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take our hands and bring them between our knees. Just for a moment here. And then take your left arm out to the outside of the left knee, and then inhale, take a twist. Exhale, as you come back, can you twist a little bit further, keeping the knees bent here, but just twist and take this arm over to your right, all the way out, just like that. And then again, connect, press into the top of the top of the hand into the inner knee. Inhale, open up. exhale, twist. Let the arm flow to the other side. And one more time. Inhale. You may really feel it in your legs. Exhale. Just remember to take deep breath. Let the energy spread through the body. And let's switch to the other side. Again, press, connect with the tops of your hands through the inner knees here, the inner parts of the knees. And then take your right arm out. Again, inhale, find the twist. Exhale, feel the movement in your spine and in your hips, in your shoulders. Taking the arm over to the other side, just like an ocean wave. Now let's produce a big wave here. Inhale, open. Exhale. One more time, the wave really grows tall. Inhale. And then exhale, wash it over onto the shore. Inhale. Come back to center. Press into your lap here and fold forward. Just let your body release. You may bend the knees here if that feels good. You may keep the knees extended and let the head feel weightless just for a little bit more. Maybe swishing side to side if that feels good. And this time for yourself, either to rest in the child's pose or the rest on your side, rest on your back. Because we deserve it, and because it can feel good to just close the eyes for a moment. Thank you, friends, for practicing with me. Thank you for signing up and liking my channel and following it. I embrace each one of you, and I'm grateful for each one of you. May you take often pauses during the day to really savor the moments of existence. Taking the times to look around and see your surroundings. Hear the noise, if the noise is present, the sounds are present. Embrace the smells around. Maybe if you're embracing the lovely smell of the flowers that are blooming, or just the smell of something baking, may you be fully in that present moment, savoring that moment as it flows with you. Because all we have is the present. And the present quickly becomes the past. So savor every opportunity that you get. As you root into existence. Thank you, my loves, for joining me today. Namaste.